Hello, all Gooners, and welcome back to the Arsenal Bloodline. I am Elts. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel. Be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So, my thoughts on Arsenal versus Spurs yesterday, which took place in Hong Kong, which was our final game in the Asian tour. Frustrating. Very frustrating. My brother asked me at the start of the tour what I was looking most forward to seeing from the team. And apart from the few individuals, the new faces that we'd had, I said that the thing I was looking most forward to seeing from Arsenal in this pre-season tour was a change of system, change of pattern of play. And so far in this tour, so far in this pre-season, I can't say I've seen anything that is different from what we saw throughout last season, to be honest. It's the same slow, predictable play, sideways and an overuse of the right-hand side. The first half, the game plan seemed to be give it to Saka. Just give it to Saka and see what he does. And that's what frustrated me the most. I think the game started off okay for us in terms of possession. I thought we were okay. I felt we had a little bit more impetus than Spurs. I felt we were passing it a bit better than Spurs. But getting up to the final third, and it was the same old story. It's kind of like, get to the final third and it's like, whoa, what do we do now and where do we go now? Okay, I don't know, just give it to Saka and make him work some magic. But it wasn't working. As per usual, Saka was triple teamed for most of the time when he was on the ball and couldn't make things happen by himself. Surprise, surprise. There were warning signs before Spurs scored, notably from set pieces, which is kind of ironic because that's our forte. But a corner came in from Pedro Porro, I believe, from left-hand side corner, comes in swinger, and David Raya is flapping all over the place. Then they get another corner on the opposite side, which I believe Kudos takes, almost carbon copy corner. It comes in, David Raya again is flapping, and it hits the other post. Big warnings. Then David Raya decides, okay, what I'll do, I've got Saliba to the right of me, and I've got Kivior to the left of me, but I won't use them. Oh, no. I'll pass to Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's got 4 or 5 Spurs players surrounding him. Why, David? Why not just pass the ball to Saliba, who's free? Anyway, he goes for the Hail Mary pass. Miles Lewis-Skelly gets robbed. I think he actually gets fouled, to be fair, and then it falls to Pape Sarr, who scores a magnificent goal, to be fair to them. I mean, I don't like giving Spurs credit, but I think you have to in this case. It was a great finish. He's chipped Raya, who again is way off his line. He'd done this a few times towards the end of last season as well, Raya, and got caught out. And again, got caught out. So a bit of a brain fart from Raya for me. I don't really have too much in terms of blame to give Miles Lewis-Skelly. I thought he was fouled. I think it's quite clear that Richarlison clips him, which is why he falls over, which then enables Pape Sarr to rob him and then do what he done from there. Aside from that, our chances were few and far between. I think we had half chances at best. I think a scuffed Martin Odegaard shot fell to William Saliba, who kind of tried to get the header off, doesn't really get much on it, and it kind of just sails a bit wide. That was pretty much the story of the first half in terms of anything we'd done. 0 attempts on target after half time. Going into the second half, I thought we were better. I thought there was a little bit more energy, a little bit more impetus from the players. Obviously, subs were being made. Martin Zubimendi comes on. Every time I've seen Martin Zubimendi thus far, he's been really, really good. So it was better, but again, we weren't creating anything, even though we had the lion's share of possession. I think in the end, we had maybe 58% possession, I think, in the end, but we didn't do much with our possession. And that was the frustrating element of the game yesterday. We didn't create anything. Hardly gave the ball to Martinelli, to be fair to him. I actually think he's gone backwards. I think he's regressed, Martinelli. I don't think he's sure of himself anymore. His decision-making is poor. He doesn't appear to be able to beat his fullback anymore. But to be fair to him, the ball is very rarely being passed to him. Everything is on the right-hand side, and it didn't change when Saka came off and Max Dowman came on. He was a bright spark, but again, they triple-teamed him. It was very, very, very difficult for him to get anything in the game. Very difficult for him to make an impact. He had no space. But again, the impetus seemed to be from the players to get the ball over to the right-hand side. And this is something that we've seen consistently throughout the season. Maybe the last 18 months, there is an overuse of the right-hand side, which is why you've got fans like myself screaming for another winger to come in. But my hunch is that Noni Madueke, and this is no shade to him, and for me, he's an Arsenal player now, and I fully intend on giving him my full support. However, I believe Noni Madueke has been brought in to be that solution on the left-hand side. Everyone is talking about him being as a supplement to Saka on the right-hand side. I don't think so. I think he's been brought in as the Hail Mary signing on the left-hand side. And we're all here expecting, Eze to come in or Rodrigo. When do Arsenal ever do business to this extent? I think Arsenal, if you speak to them, this is just a hunch. What do I know? This is just my hunch. I think if you should talk to Arteta and Berta secretly, they're probably high-fiving each other like, oh, what a great window. Yeah, we've done our business. I think they're happy with their business. And I think Noni Madueke is essentially what we think, what we're hoping Eze gets brought in to do. I think that is what they're, the board and Arteta. I think Noni Madueke is their Hail Mary signing. But yeah, it was a very frustrating game, guys. Very annoying. I can't think of too many impressive performances. Norgard was okay. He looked decent. Martin Zubimendi, when he came on again, looked good. But outside of that, guys, Kai Havertz was isolated. When he got the ball, he wasn't particularly good. Defensively, we were okay. So yeah, another frustrating element of this game was the fact that Spurs looked like a new outfit. You could see the improvement and changes that they've made to their system. They were way more structured. Their low block was tight. They defended with discipline. They were very, very tight. We couldn't break them down. We couldn't even create much chances against them. You can see a clear improvement and change. That's what we were hoping for. But it looks very, very samey, which is a concern. And again, it just lends a thought to the perspective that we need more signings. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm not so sure. This club has let me down too many times in recent windows for me to have any real confidence that we will finish our dinner in this transfer window. But let's see. But that's the breakdown from the game yesterday, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and what you think of the performance yourself. I don't want to be too dramatic myself. It's pre-season. A lot of the players are not fit. A lot of the players are not there. There was Gyökeres came on with 15 minutes to go. Struggled to do anything in those 15 minutes. Maybe that was a pre-game arrangement between himself and Arteta that he would only get a very, very minimal amount of time. Maybe his fitness levels are not there, so I'm not too concerned by that. But yeah, the most that he did yesterday was bring the ball down, control it, and lay it off to, I believe, Martin Zubimendi, whose shot was blocked. That's really all he was able to do. He needed more time. Hopefully he gets that against Villarreal, who we play on Wednesday. But yeah, just disappointing in terms of the lack of change, the lack of system adjustment, and the same struggles that we've had for the past 12 to 18 months. Yeah, so disappointing. Always disappointing to lose to Spurs, but c'est la vie. It's not the end of the world. We move on. Villarreal next, and we will be there. So yeah, watch out for the content coming your way, guys. But for now, thank you for tuning in to Arsenal Bloodline. I am Elts. Love and peace.